The third day for the Kyiv Offensive 2022, 26th of February. So in the early mornings of the 26th of February, Russian paratroopers began landing in the city of Valaskiev, just south of Kyiv, in order to capture the Valaskiev air base there. In the ensuing battle, heavy fighting began over control of the city. Ukrainian officials claimed that at 1:30, I would guess PM, but AM as well, a Ukrainian Su-27 fighter jet shot down a Russian Ilyushin Il-76 carrying paratroopers over Valaskiev, and the Ilyushin Il-76 is a transport plane as well. So it's not a fighter jet, it's a multi-purpose, but mostly troops and supplies. Anyway, later, two American officials said that the second Russian Il-76 had been shot down as well over the nearby city of Bila Terzarkiva. Despite Ukrainian anti-air action, elements of the Russian paratroopers were able to land in the south of Kyiv, around Valaskiev, and made contact with the troops of the Home Guard forces. At 7:30, Ukrainian officials reported that the defenders, supported by air power, had successfully repulsed the paratroopers. Nice. Russian forces began formally assaulting Kyiv later in the early morning, bombarding the city with artillery and attempting to capture a power plant and army base within the city. Ukrainian forces were able to defeat and defend both objectives. Mayor of Valaskiev, Natalia Balasinovic, said that her city had been successfully defended by Ukrainian forces and the fighting was ending, and the fighting would not end. Well, they will fight to the end. The Kyiv hydroelectric power plant as well, located just north of the city in the suburbs of Vyshovod, was captured by Russian forces. On the 26th of February, Ukrainian forces recaptured the power plant. Ukrainian air defenses also allegedly intercepted a missile aimed at the plant. Interfax states that if the plant's dams were to fail, flooding could destroy the entire left bank of Kyiv, not only destroying an already destroyed and bombed out city, but causing electrical problems, water problems, and of course flooding, and especially for the people on the ground in the bunkers, this could be a disastrous, almost humanitarian levels of destruction if that were to happen. But with that being said, that is the third day of Kyiv. A lot of people did not see Ukraine making it this far. I personally did, but I'm glad they're still holding out to the end, because any peace negotiations, right, will be met with obvious demands of Russia doing what they please as the victors decide. It's not a negotiation; it's more of a diktat or concessions heavily favoring one side. So they should not fight until they should fight until the terms are just and humane for the fighting to stop, but knowing what they're really after, it does not seem to be likely. But in the end, fight on Ukraine. Anyway, I do hope you enjoyed. I do hope you learned something. This is the third day. Will they make it to day 4? I am hoping they do. From a geopolitical and obviously for the sanctum of Europe, because Vladimir is not going to end with Ukraine, of course. He's going to pressure Poland. Moldova is right next door as well as Transnistria, which is another breakaway state, and Abkhazia and South Ossetia, and even Chechnya, which is kind of a breakaway state itself, but has Russian-backed people in power. So these countries know very well that if Putin can do this and say, well, I'm going in to defend Russians and pretty much get to the capital of Tbilisi or Kiev or Grozny or the capital of Moldova. Sorry, Moldovans. Sorry, I've not seen your part of the world. In my humble apology, we'll probably do something about Moldova this week. I might try and do some Middle Eastern videos again, but stay safe, Ukrainians. God be with you. And with that being said, this is the third day of the Kyiv Offensive. Beware of misinformation as well, because we're not just in a war of bullets and blood banks. We're also in a war in the space, literal space. The final two frontiers of warfare are cyber warfare, the battle of public opinion, and the battle of propaganda online, and of course space battles with internet and spy satellites. And soon from now, Call of Duty Ghosts, where we're actually shooting people in space in the International Space Station. But until we get there, the final two frontiers are the internet and then space, where we have a galactic armada fighting and stuff. But seriously, be safe out there and learn something. And let them in. All European countries, let them in. Armenia is accepting now. Georgia is accepting as well. Even Azerbaijan. The only time Armenia and Azerbaijan are working together right now. Even Turkey is accepting. So make sure you Google. Make sure you know what you're doing. And share if you need your family to come and get you. Share. Do what you have to do on the internet before it's too late. As you can hear, the power plant and the hydroelectric dam are being targeted, so internet and electricity and water may soon be scarce. So stock up on what you need, and with that being said, stay safe, learn something.